Hi guys, welcome to this session on Microsoft PowerPoint. In this module, I want to talk about adding sound to transitions. So I'm on transitions at the top there, and as you can see below there, you've got quite a few different types of transition: subtle, exciting, and dynamic content. So I'll just click on a couple of these so you can see it. Some are better than others. Some are very off-putting. And what you've got to do is make sure that you don't distract from your audience. And you also don't want to have a different transition on every single slide because it becomes a distraction. So what I tend to do is I just start off at the top slide and select dissolve. I'm not telling you that you need to do dissolve, but I like dissolve. And then I'll select apply to all slides. So if I put that into full screen, that is on all slides. Just dissolves in and eventually goes to the end. You can change the speed of the transition. So if I move that up a few seconds, that will slow it right down. And you can see that that is slightly annoying. So it's probably best just to leave this on wherever it was on. So I just did that, it was on that. So apply to all slides again. So that should clear that one off. Yeah, so back on the title slide. Now you've got on the top of this, above that, you've got no sound, and this is what I want to look at. You've got a list of sounds that have been there quite a long time. These are really, really old. As long as I've been doing PowerPoint, these have been there. 1995, just showing my age. But what I want to do is tell you not to use any of these really on transition because they can be quite irritating. But what you can do is other sound. If you've got music on your computer that you've got a license for, you can add this to your first slide. And then what you do is if you're doing a presentation into a big audience and they're all coming in and chatting, saying hello to each other and making lots of noise, and you're ready to go with your presentation, and if you shout out, maybe your voice will be not heard because of the ambient noise in the room. So what you can do is put lots and lots of loud music on, or fairly loud, and then when you're ready to go, stop the music. And when the music stops, human nature will make everybody look round to see why the music stopped. And that 1 second that you have there is the time that you use to capture your audience by saying, "Hi guys, my name is etc. etc." Whatever your introduction is. So that's what I want to have a look at doing. So I'm going to put a sound on this first slide, Blue Danube. Now, once you click OK, it starts playing the music, which is a bit annoying when you try to work this out. But I'll go on to the second slide. And what I want to do on the second slide is set this to no sound, off no sound, sorry, onto stop previous sound. So it will stop the Blue Danube playing. And this one is on no sound. So the first slide has the Blue Danube, then it stops, and then everything doesn't have any sound on. Or you can have sound on if you want. So when you put this into full screen, it will start playing the Blue Danube. So this is when the audience is coming in and talking. And now you're ready to go. You want to attract their attention. You press enter. It stops the music and you've got them ready to go. So this slide now would be your introduction slide or your health and safety slide or your timing slide, whatever slide that you want to start with. And then obviously you just go through your presentation until the end. Now to take that sound off is just a repeat process. You just put that back to no sound. But this process I've just mentioned there does work. I've done it many, many times myself. It is a proven technique to attract the attention, and sound is what we're using, but you can also use video, which works just as well. Now the last thing on transition is this. On the right hand side you've got move on mouse click. If I take that off, you can set this to move automatically on 1 second, which is obviously too fast. If I apply that to all, put that into full screen, I don't need to click my mouse, that will just go over on the timings you've set, and eventually it will finish, and then you come back down. And if you don't want that anymore, you take that off and put it back on mouse click, if you want that to be set as a time for your presentation, you can go to slideshow, and in setup show you have loop continuously and use timings if present, which they are. So if I click OK to that and then put that into full screen, that'll just keep going on 1 second rollover until you stop it. So it's now going back to the title slide, British Forces, French Forces, back to the title slide, and to stop it you have to press escape to come out of it. And to have a look at the timings, if you go to slide sorter view, you can see the 1 second timings there on there. So it's not the only way. That's manually putting the timings on. You can obviously record, rehearse timings, record the show, and that will put the timers on there as well. I'll just double click back into Waterloo. But that's the end of this session, and the main focus really for this is sound, putting sound on the slide transitions. So hopefully that is of use, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for your time.